Okay, well, yesterday I was going through Craigslist in the music section looking for an old guitar, maybe a parts guitar or some vintage piece that somebody didn't know what it's worth and is selling. And I came across these two powered, well, there is a Mackie 808M, and it's an amplifier mixing board, basically. Now, this this is the one that I already had. And I got this when I was a kid. There's a long joking story about a friend of mine who found it when we were teenagers in an unlocked room, and they were drinking, and they took him and ran away. In the end, he ended up with this thing, which he traded me for a quarter ounce of weed. I had to have it, and I love this thing. I mean, it's beautiful. It's 1,200 watts, 600 watts per channel, and it's great. You can mix. I mean, if you're a musician, you know exactly what it is. It allows you to mix all your instruments. It's got 1,200 watts of power. It'll power any active or passive, woofers or speakers. So when I saw somebody selling two of them for $129, I was just blown away. I was like, I have to have these. I mean, I drove like 60 miles to get them because I knew what they were worth, and now I have three of them. So I have to sell a couple. But in the process, he said, "Hey, do you also want to buy some other stuff? I have a couple of mixing boards and some stage lighting. I'll throw it in for another $100." So I get to this dude's house. He's an ex-wedding planner and DJ. Hasn't been in the biz for like 5 years. And here's what he sold me for a very, very reasonable price. I got these two Mackie mixers, which both need a little bit of work, a little adjustment in the pots and cleaning and stuff. I also got these two monitors, and I was a little skeptical because they're called Soundtown, but they're 12-inch speakers with piezo tweeters, and they sound great. They're only maybe $250 a pair new, so they're not too expensive or anything. Then I also got this Fender monitor speaker, just a little 10. It's a 1270. And this was the cool thing. I got all this lighting, all this different lighting. These are all DMX. You can put DMX controllers on them. You can go with battery power or mains using electricity, so you can unplug it and use it if you don't have power. And this is a light bar. This one is the Mega 50 bar. And it has all kinds of different settings that you can put it on. And this one right here is called a Derby X. And this one is a Shovit View 1.1. And they all make really cool designs. Let's see if I can get it to show some of the cool stuff on the ceiling. Anyway, when you're playing it to a beat, it basically, the DMX is a controller, but you don't need that. It also has voice activated control. So you're like, la 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 la, and it activates with your voice. So those three lights on the light bar, along with the stands, the amplifiers, and these, oh my God. These are analog boards, and they're phenomenal. They're in great shape. I've got an MG12-4FX and an MG166CX. And these are both just phenomenal. I'll probably end up keeping this one because it has the one button compressor, and I want to use this for doing like podcasting or playing live music, anything like that. But also with the kit, besides the monitors and besides the lights and besides the amplifiers, I also got this. It's a Newmark Mixtrack Pro DJ software controller. Basically allows you to, do DJ stuff on your computer. I don't really use these much. I mean, I like to mix music, but I don't want to learn. The learning curve on these can be steep, and I don't really want to deal with it. But I might end up using it, but I'll probably sell it. And along with that, I also got a whole thing of cords and cables. I got several different guitar cables. I got some of these speak-on cables, two of these 50-footers, which, I mean, these are like $80, 60 to $80 just for one cable. So that alone almost paid for it. Then I got a rolling monitor stand. And then I also got a microphone stand and microphones. I got two Shure SM58 microphones, which are like the industry standard. They're my favorite microphones. as well as a whole bunch of little different components. We've got any different type of adapter you could imagine. You know, XLR to quarter-inch jack to speak on to quarter-inch jack, and you know, you name it. Basically, this package deal had everything in it. And I'm trying to think, is there anything I'm missing here? Man, it's pretty exciting for me. I mean, I'm a sucker for electronics. It also came with a whole bunch of different splitters, cords, power sources, power strips, and now I just have to figure out what to keep and what to sell. But I gotta say, that's a pretty damn good deal for a couple $100. Woot woot. Had to share.